Breaking news on the 5G front today, my friends. Hundreds of credible and well-respected scientists have just issued a dire warning about 5G radiation and the potential negative health effects on humans and animals and plants. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at what exactly it is they found, but perhaps more importantly, we're going to look at what they're suggesting we do about it. Now, before we get into that, knowing that this video is going to be heavily censored and suppressed, they don't want this information getting out there. Having said that, I want to encourage you to check out Pocketnet.app. This is a new decentralized social media networking platform where I'm going to be sharing all my content because I want this type of information to be getting out there. So I'd encourage you guys to check it out too. It's fully decentralized, meaning there's no central authority who can come in and censor my content when I talk about 5G. It's the users who vote up content, and on top of that, you can make a cryptocurrency when you post. If you produce good content, you get a cryptocurrency called Pocketcoin. So it's really cool. I would encourage you to check it out as a hedge moving forward in this world of censorship that we're now dealing with. And especially as I'm going to continue to talk about subjects like 5G that they want to promote, they're going to try to suppress. Here on Pocketnet, it can't be silenced. So be sure to come back here and sign up. Links are located in the description below. All right, so here it is, folks. This is the document. This is the report that was just released, International EMF Scientist Appeal. So let's just jump right into the good news. Scientists call for protection from non-ionizing electromagnetic field exposure. We are scientists engaged in the study of biological and health effects on non-ionizing electromagnetic fields, EMF. Based upon peer-reviewed, published research, we have serious concerns regarding the ubiquitous and increasing exposure to EMF generated by electric and wireless devices. These include, but are not limited to, radio frequency radiation, emitting devices such as cellular and cordless phones and their base stations, Wi-Fi, broadcast antennas, smart meters, and baby monitors, as well as electric devices and infrared structures, infrastructures used in the delivery of electricity that generate extremely low frequency electromagnetic fields, ELF or EMF. Goes on to say here, numerous recent scientific publications have shown that EMF affects living organisms at levels well below most international and national guidelines. Effects include increased cancer risks, cellular stress, increase in harmful free radicals, genetic damages, structural and functional changes of the reproductive system, learning and memory deficits, neurological disorders, and negative impacts on general well-being in humans. Damage goes well beyond the human race, as there is also growing evidence of harmful effects to both plant life and animal life. And we're talking hundreds and hundreds of scientists, credible scientists, you can look them all up here, have signed on to this. And as this article from Defend Democracy Press says, scientists warns of potential serious health effects of 5G. They point out this is already being proven. Over 230 scientists from more than 40 countries have expressed their serious concerns regarding the ubiquitous increase of EMF exposure to EMF. And then they point out, after the scientist's appeal was written in 2015, additional research has convincingly confirmed serious health risks from RF and EMF fields from wireless technology. Here's a couple examples. The world's largest study, $25 million study, from the National Toxicology Program shows statistically significant increases in the incidence of brain and heart cancer in animals exposed to EMF below the ICNIRP, or the International Commission on Non-ionizing Radiation Protection guidelines, followed by most countries. And then they follow that up with these results in a human epidemiological studies on RF radiation and brain tumor risks. A large number of peer-reviewed scientific reports demonstrate harm to human health from EMF. So this is very, very well documented. Goes on to say, International Agency for Research on Cancer, The Cancer Agency of the World Health Organization in 2011 concluded that EMF frequencies between 30 kilohertz and 300 are possibly carcinogenic to humans. And then new studies like the NTP study mentioned above and several epidemiological, that's a hard one to pronounce, epidemiological investigations, including the latest studies on mobile phones use and brain cancer risks, confirm that RF and EMF radiation is carcinogenic to humans. And I was pointing that out years ago in this video here, uploaded August 7th, 2017, titled Wireless Warfare Exposed, Declassified Military Doc Proves Smartphones Are Killing Mankind. I'm going to leave a link to that video at the end of this one. I strongly encourage that you check it out. Links are all going to be located in the description below. But yeah, these guys are pointing out it's already being well documented and well proven, but now we're getting the scientific community on board, a general consensus, and they're drafting up a report, and they're going to be calling for serious changes. The article points out here, this is interesting, in the Nuremberg Code back in 1949 applies to all experiments on humans, thus including the rollout of 5G with this new higher RF EMF exposure. So that's pretty interesting. Also, there's an article here from Zero Hedge, the 5G danger. Hundreds of respected scientists sound alarm about health effects as 5G networks go global. And here it points out that over in Israel, there's one scientist who's discovered that the surface of the human body actually draws in 5G radiation like an antenna. What's further disturbing about 5G radiation is how the human body responds to and processes it. Dr. Ben Ashi from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem discovered as part of a recent investigation that human skin acts as a type of receptor of 5G radiation, drawing it in like an antenna. This is also something I pointed out in this video. David Icke got into this. In this one, Global 5G Wi-Fi, you won't believe what they now have planned for humanity. Again, I'll include a link to that one in the description below. We discussed all of this in a recent video with Max Egan titled Global 5G Wi-Fi Will Blanket the Earth in a Mosaic of Cells. Again, links will be located in the description below. And if you want to have a solid understanding of all this, I would also encourage you to check out this one. Global 5G Wi-Fi will be inescapable, what you need to know, with World Alternative Media's John Sneisen, who was formerly in the telecommunications field. So he has a wealth of information about how this works. So I want to encourage you guys to check out these videos because we've been saying this for years now. As you've seen, I've been covering this. I've been screaming from the rooftops trying to warn people about this. You know, with this video, with 1.8 million views over a couple of years ago, screaming about this. Well, now the scientific community is getting behind this, and they're starting to get vocal about it. Now, the only issue I have with what they're doing here is, you'll see, they have some propositions, and what, in a nutshell, guys, basically they're looking to the World Health Organization and potentially the United Nations to solve this problem for them. It says, since there is controversy about a rationale for setting standards to avoid adverse health effects, we recommend that the United Nations Environmental Program convene and fund an independent multidisciplinary committee to explore the pros and cons of alternatives to current practices that could substantially lower human exposure to RF and ELF fields. So those of you who know me will know that I don't think it's a good idea to look to the government to solve the problems that were created by the government. In this instance, we really need to take this one upon ourselves, and we need to be forward thinking. We have to take the steps to protect ourselves and stop these things from being implemented at the incremental steps. And I want to leave you today with a link to one of probably my favorite videos I've made in the last half a year or so, was this one here. When I went out to Curtis Stone's house. You may know him as the Urban Farmer on YouTube. It's called How to 5G Proof Your House. This is next level EMF protection. And yeah, in this video, we break down exactly how to do just that. He applies a EMF resistant paint all around the house. He's redoing the ceiling with a metal mesh. He's redoing the windows with a film, turning his entire home into a solidly protected EMF cage, basically. Not a single signal is going to get in or out of that house. These are the types of things that you can do moving forward, because we know the government is pushing on this. We know they're pushing for it hard. In fact, AT&T, Verizon, and these types of phone companies are already dishing out 5G. And I don't know if you guys were aware, but just recently, the amount of cell phones out there in the world has just surpassed the amount of people. There's more cell phones being used out there than there are people on Earth. So they're making a lot of money off of all this, and they want to secure this moving forward under this 5G global mesh umbrella. So this is big business, and this is why they're going to continue to try to suppress this information. That's why we need to get behind these scientists and say, look, credible, respected scientists are saying, yes, there is a problem when it comes to our health and 5G, and no, we will not idly sit by and be used as guinea pigs by the government and the military. So guys, please click the thumbs up button on this one if you appreciate the information I brought to you in this one, and please share this video with your friends and family. Let them know, hey, it's not just some, it's not just wild conspiracy theory or something, all these people afraid of 5G frequencies that are going to zap your brain. No, there's credible scientists who are saying that, yes, there are potential serious health risks for humans, for animals, and for plant life on this planet. So please, guys, click the thumbs up button, give this one a share, and that's all for today. I want to thank you once again for tuning in. Stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.